Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. It's only me, Shorty McShortbread, and you're watching the best damn show on YouTube. This is the Collision Talk podcast. Aye, man, and we've got here on episode 2 my good friend from far away, Final Cut Fro, Frida. Aye, man, I subscribe to her channel just for that name alone. Final Cut Fro. Bloody hell, that's genius, man. So tell everyone, Frida, this is Shaker here as well. Frida, tell us a little bit about your channel.
Okay, so Final Cut Fro, I mean, it's kind of what it sounds like. I mean, I talk about movies. I love Star Wars. I tend to talk about Star Wars content quite a bit. I've kind of downplayed Star Wars a little bit lately, but that's its own thing because I haven't been loving a lot of the content that Disney has been making, but I do lots of trailer reactions. And of course, I'm on Twitter and on Instagram.
Awesome. So I know you're very busy these days, and I thought I've been meaning to get you on a live stream for a while, and it just never worked out. I think it's like 6 months ago I was kind of talking to you, or maybe even the past year, I think. So good to finally have you here on Collision Talk.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
We're going to have a new guest every episode. So let's see who's in here. We've got Belinda, hello, Slipknot fan, Rohit, Mr. Grumpy. But the chat's not going to be on screen because you people in the chat don't know how to behave. So I've taken a chat off screen. So we're going to talk about Oscars, right? And lots of surprises, right? Lots of some kind of predictable wins and some shocking moments as well. So first of all, the Irishman didn't win anything, which is incredible.
Didn't. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, I like The Irishman. I was one of those people that I watched it in 2 nights. I really enjoyed it. I thought all the performances were great. Of course, it's Marty and he's amazing, but I don't know. I felt like it was a little bit too long. I'm one of those people that thought it was a little bit too long, even though I enjoyed it. And I think it just lost steam. It came out too early, and then you had 1917 and Parasite just caught flame. So I kind of expected it not to win anything when you really looked at the category. What do you think?
So you watched it across 2 nights.
I did. I know it's sacrilege for some people, but it's what happened. It's what happened. I know
it was quite long. I was actually checking my watch as well, just to because it was quite long. But I enjoyed it. I can kind of understand. I mean, like the Academy, they're kind of like, Netflix. It's a Netflix movie, and I can understand if they want they've got their little kind of club and they want to protect it, and they wanted to make an example out of the Irishman. But it's not. I was still, even though I really enjoyed it, I didn't think it was like Martin Scorsese's best. He's done plenty of great movies in the past, and this was kind of more of the same. But it was good. I mean, Al Pacino though. I thought Al Pacino could have won something. But yeah, so that was the big surprise that I kind of saw when I saw the winners. But the big story was Parasite, right? Won Best Picture. Well, first of all, it won Best Foreign Language Film. We all expected that.
Yes.
But then it won Best Original Screenplay. It won Best Director. And won Best Picture, finally. That was the big one. A lot of saltiness. Have you seen the saltiness on Twitter from some people?
I did see some saltiness. Yeah, I think you liked someone's video this guy, he was super pissed off because no one's seen Parasite and it's not worth anything. It's like, dude, just because you haven't seen Parasite doesn't mean other people haven't. I watched it actually the first week it came out. I was so excited about it. I know that you guys in the UK, you got it before we did, so I heard a lot of buzz about it, so I could not wait till it was in the theaters, and it blew my socks off. It was my favorite movie of 2019 for sure.
There's a local cinema that only plays kind of smaller, independent, art house type films. They are showing it today, right? There's wind, there's hailstones, there's snow, There's everything, but I saw their Twitter account. They said, thank you for everyone queuing around the block to watch this film in this weather. So everyone's like really, I think it did come out earlier last year. I can't remember. I watched it on streaming anyway, so
Okay.
I actually might go and watch it on the big screen.
You should.
But yeah, it's like we have the BAFTA awards over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't get like, oh, American films are always winning. You know, we don't complain about that. But now here we have not just that YouTuber that I shared that clip of, but also someone else like, oh, he saying that Bong Joon-ho, you know, he spoke Korean, like this is the downfall of American cinema or something like that, something ridiculous. So it's kind of sad to see. You know,
It is sad. America's full of bigots. I mean, I live here, so I know. I mean, it's not everyone, but it's that the difference is now people like that have a platform to kind of express their bigotry. And so they get highlighted on Twitter and YouTube and everything else. I think we just have to ignore it and appreciate Parasite for what a great film it is. That's how I feel about it.
It is, yeah. I mean, it is like once you kind of look at it, yeah, it was probably the best film of last year. The direction, it isn't a great original screenplay, and the direction is amazing. So well done, Parasite. I said yesterday on the live stream to William, you know, good luck, and they kind of swept the awards. Next kind of film that I kind of interested in and my audience is interested in, Joker, right? So Joaquin Phoenix winning Best Actor. Again, you know, some social media accounts still can't bring themselves to congratulate him, but it's well deserved. I would say he was probably the best performance of last year. Did you review Joker at all, or did you get a chance to?
I didn't review it, but I did see it. For me, it was my second favorite film of last year, I think. It's in the top 3 for sure. And a good example of that is my sister saw it. She didn't really like the movie, but she was excited for Joaquin because she acknowledged that he killed that role. He was amazing. And I just think Joker was one of the most inventive films that we saw this year. I loved how it spoke about mental illness, and I just loved the take on the character. So I mean, Joaquin was the obvious winner. People just need to get over it. He gave the best performance. He was incredible.
And they've been winning awards, you know, over the past few months. You know, at Venice Film Festival, the Golden Globes, all that. So it's kind of you knew it was going to happen. And of course, the score by Hildur Guadagnier, amazing score. And,
amazing.
So she deserved it again. There's lots of clips. I think it was Variety, or I think it was the official Oscars Twitter account sharing clips of everyone getting their awards. I saw Bong Joon-ho was like, someone asked him, how did you come up with this crazy idea for this film? And he says, because I'm an effing weirdo. And that was his answer. So it was really good clips, and Hildur again, you know, she's won so many awards in this short space of time. It's like, I wonder what it's like for her, just kind of,
I know,
having to come up with the same kind of the answers to the same kind of questions, like how do you, what did you feel when you were making this score? What did you feel? I thought, I mean, our score is amazing, but is it like, you know, it's experimental, it's very dark. It's just for myself, because I'm a musician. I used to be a musician, so I kind of used to make like these kind of very experimental kind of noise soundscapes. Yeah. And then, you know, I think she did a great job, but I think people need to calm down with some of these questions that they ask her. She must get really bored. But
it's like we're super repetitive for her to have to keep on hearing it, especially because I'm sure Joaquin keeps getting asked about her score and how it inspired him. And that's one of my favorite parts, I think, about Joker, when they talk about that bathroom scene, how they played her music and it inspired his dance. And when you watch the film in the movie theater, for me, like, I was completely encapsulated so into it because I knew that the composer and the actor and the director, of course, had kind of come together in a really different way. Like, I don't know about you, but I've never heard of a score being written before the filming is done. It's not usual, right?
No, no.
It's not usual at all. So yeah, I'm sure you heard the story, right? That like they played the music while he was in the bathroom and then he danced to it. I mean, it's awesome. I'm so happy that she won. Not because she's a female, but just because it's the best score for sure.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find some tweets that people made about these things.
Sure.
Bong Joon-ho, just going back to Parasite, Bong Joon-ho, he credited his love of cinema to Martin Scorsese. And our friends, Comic Movie Marks, they were like, thought for sure it would be the Russo brothers.
Yeah, fucking right.
I see a lot of Marvel fans. You know me, Frida. I love winding up the Marvel fans. And
I know you do.
So I see a lot of, that Stephen Weintraub of Collider, right? He was saying, I can't believe 1917 won Best Visual Effects ahead of Avengers Endgame. Well, deal with it. Like, these guys, I'm sorry I have to go into the Marvel bashing, right?
No,
but
it's cool.
These guys are like, they shell for Marvel even when they're not supposed to be shelling for Marvel, when they should be happy for other films.
Right.
Just unbelievable. So I had to post my Samuel L. Jackson clip of him.
Well, I understand what he's trying to say. It's kind of like in '99 when The Matrix won over Episode 1. I think as a kid, I couldn't really understand it. But now that I'm older, I get it because The Matrix was groundbreaking. It was a lot more seamless and how you watch the movie. Like when you watch 1917, you can't really tell what's CGI and what isn't. Versus when I'm watching a Marvel movie, I can tell when something's fake. And don't get me wrong, they do an amazing... The last couple of movies have done a much better job at the special effects when it comes to Marvel, but it's not like on 1917's level where you have to create this war zone that has to be completely believable. I just think that they did a better job and it was well deserved.
I've not seen 1917 myself, but
okay.
Roger Deakins, he won the best cinematography for it. When it comes to 1917, it won best sound mixing, best.
I think that's it. I think it only won 3, right? Sound mixing.
Yeah.
Special effects. So. Yeah.
And visual effects.
And you'll have to see it, and you'll understand why Parasite beat it in the long run.
Best. What was it? Best Supporting Actress, Laura Dern, Marriage Story, which I've not seen.
Yeah. Okay.
Best Actress, Renée Zellweger for Judy. Not seen that. Best Animated Feature, Toy Story 4. Right.
Right. Okay.
Are you a fan of Toy Story? I think I've seen the first one, but I've not seen the others.
Toy Story is like one of the movies growing up that I really loved. I love the Toy Story, all 4 movies. I felt like this was the weakest film. I felt like it was kind of a safe choice for them to choose it as a winner. It's been beaten by Klaus and a lot of the other. I think at BAFTAs, I think Klaus beat it. And it's a good movie. It deserved to win, but if it didn't, something else won. It was kind of a toss up. It wasn't like a clear winner, so it's fine. It was okay.
Brad Pitt. He won Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I would say much deserved. And the only other one, the Tarantino, his film one was Best Production Design. Surprisingly, I didn't really. Well, it was a good kind of nostalgic kind of trip.
I think the fact that I think they had to kind of match a lot of the billboards that were in Hollywood at that time. They did a lot of different set designs to make it feel like it was lived in. What was it, 1960s, I think? So they did a really good job. But, it was good.
So that was the two wins there for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Best Animated Short, Hair Love.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously, as someone who has a fro, I'm like, yes, hair love. I've seen that, and it's really good. It's really touching. So I was excited for that one.
I saw a clip of it. I want to check it out, but I've not seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Best film editing: Ford v Ferrari.
Yeah.
I did like the film, but I don't know. I wasn't kind of that taken up, surprised by the editing.
Yeah.
Best sound editing, yes, Ford Ferrari as well. That won it as well. So
Mm-hmm.
that was his two. Oh, yeah, that was his two wins for it.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else, I think Bombshell won best makeup and hairstyling,
Yes.
which again a film I've not seen, but
Me neither.
that was the Oscars this year. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So did you watch the event live or?
I did. I watched it live, so I'm guessing you weren't able to. That would have been while you were sleeping, right?
Aye, man. We here in Scotland, we're always sleeping around about that time. What's that all about?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the actual telecast was okay. I thought there was way too much singing. Like Eminem came out and it was really awkward. Like why is he here? It wasn't one of their best telecasts. I think they really needed a host. And again, as a female and a person of color, I really felt like they were jamming it down our throats, having someone who was Latino or Asian or Black that introduce other people who would introduce the awards. So I don't know. I felt like because they didn't have enough nominees that were Black or Latino, they felt like they needed to bring people in like Rose Tico and Kelly Marie Tran. I don't know. It didn't work for me, but I loved the awards and I'm happy about all the winners. You didn't miss much.
No. I think Eminem sounds like a cartoon character. Just want to say that, everyone. I've never been a fan of the guy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's this?
Yeah, his performance was good. It just didn't work. It was random as hell. It was so random.
What was he performing an older song or something?
Yeah, so like he won Best Song, I believe, in 2003 for Lose Yourself. I believe it's somewhere in that time period. And he didn't show up. He didn't think he was going to win. I don't know why he didn't go. And so he never got a chance to perform that song. And they decided to do this whole entire montage about movie songs. And it was like really snippy. As someone you said you love music, you'll have to watch the montage at some point. It wasn't put together very well. And then all of a sudden he like rose from the stage and started singing his full song, which is fine. But then when someone would win an award, they only got 40 seconds to talk. So it was misplaced.
Mm. So Joaquin Phoenix gave a kind of speech about,
He did?
that he was a scoundrel or something. He says he was not a very nice person and he's grown up a lot, and he got his speech about animals in there, like cows and stuff. So yeah. So it's all, it wasn't as bad as previous Oscar years, but it was quite good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's basically the Oscar talk. Is it? We can go into other things if you like. What else have you been up to? What other films have you been watching?
I'm trying to think of the last film that I haven't seen Harley Quinn yet. Can you believe that? Did you like it? Was it good?
It was fine. It was all right.
Oh, fine. Oh, okay. I'm seeing it tomorrow, so I'm behind on that one. Usually I go when a new movie comes out, but I saw Bad Boys. I've seen all the Oscar films except Little Women, the ones that were nominated. So I've been really trying to hit that and make sure that I saw them all. So that's kind of what I've been up to. But, January, February tends to be a lull in movie releases, but I need to check out Harley Quinn. What about you?
I watched Uncut Gems.
Shit, it's so good. I love it.
It is.
Oh,
so I managed to watch that.
Yeah.
It's not that much really. The Lighthouse. Did you see that?
No, not yet. It's on my list to see.
Definitely check that out.
I will.
I watched the Wonder Woman Bloodlines, the new animated film. It was a bit
okay.
It was a bit weak. I thought it was a bit strange. But yeah, so a lot of people coming in. Yes, everyone. This is Frida from Final Cut Fro YouTube channel.
Hey guys.
She does a lot of like previous videos. She's done a lot of kind of Star Wars stuff. So what did you think of Rise of the Skywalker?
Oh gosh. Okay, so I saw Rise of Skywalker 3 times. I always see Star Wars films at least 3 times. And by the third time, I genuinely just wanted to walk out. Like I just don't understand how you can have this level of a $1 billion property and not prepare the story. Like it's a mess. I almost don't want to get into it, but I mean the performances were good. I think the actors always do the best they can. Like Adam Driver is fantastic. I love Daisy. I love Rey as a girl. Like Rey is my girl. I don't care if you think she's a Mary Sue. She like my 10-year-old self loves Rey, but I just think that they just didn't execute it very well. That's my feelings. It could have been better.
Thank you very much, Angel Cortez, for your super chat. He says,
Super chat.
Birds of Prey was enjoyable and it doesn't deserve the hate. So this film has kind of split people down the middle. Some people quite enjoy it. Some people outright hate it. Some people didn't even want to watch it. I can see everyone's kind of point of view because it is a mixed bag, the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you see it, you'll know.
Yeah.
But again, it's like DC. So DC, they don't know how to hit. They don't know how to hit a home run, right? Even though this film has the Tomatoes approval, the Rotten Tomatoes approval.
Yeah.
But it's not doing too. It's doing okay at the box office, but it's not.
Right. I saw it underperformed. Domestically, it underperformed. I know that it made its money. It made over $80 million this weekend, so it made its budget back. Like to me, that's a success. But if you're thinking you're going to make $45 million in one domestic weekend and it doesn't happen, then I wonder why.
What they need to do is they need to bring back David Ayer. They need to bring back Zack Snyder. And everything will be beautiful again.
Yeah.
So who's this? MCU fan says Charlie Angels is better than Birds of Flop.
No way. Okay, Charlie's Angels is the one movie this year that I absolutely refuse to go see. I will not watch it on Netflix. I will not watch it anywhere. It looks terrible. It looks like a waste of time. So it can't be that bad.
Som says it's Harley Quinn the movie featuring some other characters. That is kind of how it feels. So it's called Birds of Prey, but it's not, the Birds of Prey characters are not very well developed, I'd say.
Okay.
Let's see.
Maybe they could have just called it Harley Quinn and it might have done better. The title was really long. Maybe it was a little bit too confusing. I'm just thinking about we're in the movie, we're in the know, but for people like my family or our friends, I don't know if they're going out to see this movie.
Geordie LaFord says, "Hey Frida."
Hi.
Mr. West Ashley says, "Love her hair."
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you.
Just looking at the chat.
Yeah.
So you're a John Campea fan, huh? You're a John Campea fan.
Yeah, I'm a John Campea fan. I'm a fan of his hustle. I like that he quit Collider. I like that he, goes on, he does this thing. I may not like everything that he says, but I respect the man's hustle for sure. I know you don't like him at all, but I gotta respect the hustle. He puts in the work.
Oh, he's certainly got hustle, man. He's certainly got hustle, talking that BS on a daily basis.
Yeah, he does talk a lot of shit. He does.
So I was watching a Grace Randolph before I came on here, and she had a live stream as well. Just I think it was today.
Okay.
With our subscribers. And she made some comment about cows, because she was reacting to what Joaquin Phoenix said about animals and stuff, and she's like, cows are stupid because it's not as if you've ever seen a cow hand a phone back to someone.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what?
She's so wild, that Grace. She knows how to piss people off.
Thank you again, Angel Cortez, for your another super chat. Frida, what's your opinion on Joker taking home 2 Oscars? Well, I think we already talked about that, yeah.
Yeah, just in case you missed it, I was ecstatic. Like both Oscars were well deserved. In fact, when Hilder won that award, and I knew Joaquin was going to win, or when Joaquin won, I really felt like one couldn't win without the other. Like, don't you think that they sort of he danced to her music, like they worked together really, really well. She enhanced his performance and vice versa. So I was very happy for both.
Geordie's asking, did either of you watch The Gentleman yet?
Oh no, I haven't yet. Not yet. What about you?
Same, which is weird because, well, it's not. I mean, it's not that weird for me because I cancelled my cinema pass.
Why?
I just don't have time. It's like, I can easily watch a few films at home. By the time it takes me to go there and come back and all that stuff. So, I'll be just kind of checking out one film a month.
Oh, really?
That's my plan for
That
this year.
breaks my heart.
That's the plan for this year.
Okay.
But The Gentleman, yeah, I would have watched it if I had my pass, but it's just kind of came and went. I've not really heard that many people talk about it that much.
No.
For a Guy Ritchie film, especially. But what else? I've got like loads of films that I want to watch. Let me see what I've got.
The Gentleman is one. I really like Guy Ritchie. I'll definitely check that one out. I'm just a little bit behind. We get busy, you know. I try to see one film a week. That's my goal because I have a movie pass. I have an AMC pass. I try to go to one a week.
How does your AMC pass work? Can you watch multiple films in a day?
So you can see up to 3 films a week. It can be multiple in a day if you want to. It includes IMAX. It includes, a Dolby cinema. It's great.
3 films a week. So see, we've got we've got Odeon, we've got Cineworld, and they offer like as many films in a day.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
The most I've ever watched is like 3 films in a day, but that was years ago when I had more energy and I could do more things. But you want to like what I usually watch like 1 a day, maybe 2, and that way I can take in what I'm watching. Or I've seen it and I've had time to think about it. I can't watch like 3 a day. Even at home, I can only watch a couple.
My record is in college. When I was a poor college student, I used to look up all the movie times and I scheduled it perfectly. And usually I would do 3, but there was one time I did a full day and I did 5, and it was way too much. But yeah, I've done 5 before and I don't recommend it.
Yeah. So unless it's like a throwaway B-movie weirdness or something like that. But these days I like watching films that are kind of longer and offer directors that I know of and things like that. Mattia is asking, wait, Gob, both Wonder Woman 1984 and Tenet are coming out in July. Which one will you watch? Oh,
yeah, come on, man.
That's oh no, that's a conundrum. Well, I guess I'll have to watch both. Unfortunately, that's all I can say.
Gotta watch both.
So, did you watch the Tenet trailer? What did you think?
I watched the Tenet trailer. So I was one of the people, I think when I went to go see Star Wars in IMAX, they showed us the 10 minutes of the movie. Did you get to see that?
Yeah, I was waiting for it, but it never came up. So I was like, oh.
Yeah, I think it was in certain locations because I'm a nerd. I saw it in IMAX twice. So in one theater I saw it in, they didn't have it. But another theater I went into, it was a much nicer IMAX and they showed it. And it was incredible. It was really, really cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I like the way the film looks is kind of like part Inception and part Memento in a way. And it's like, it looks like he's going back to like a smaller scale, but still kind of high concept.
Right.
It looks really good. And the cast as well. Let's see. Someone's asking, kind of unrelated to what we are saying, but
that's okay.
This overused crap about nobody asked for a movie is so lame. Nobody must ask for a movie, so the producers make a movie. Producers make a movie, and we, as spectators, choose to watch or not. I've seen this coming up a lot. Nobody asked for Birds of Prey. Like who? Like obviously nobody asked for it. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, who asked for Parasite? Nobody asked for it, but it's the directors chose to do a film. He made a great film. We watched it. It's awesome, and it's winning its awards. So
Yeah.
I get tired of this. Nobody asked for it. It's weird.
Me too. It's kind of like how I felt about Charlie's Angels. Like no one asked for them to redo Charlie's Angels, but guess what? I just didn't go see it. Like you vote with your money. That movie bombed, and there you have it. Like move on.
Ronaldo is asking, what's your opinion of Captain Marvel?
Oh my goodness. My opinion or your opinion or our opinion?
Oh, he already knows what my opinion is. How about yours?
Oh, I hate Captain Marvel. Okay, so I won't lie. Like I like Marvel movies. I will go, I will eat my popcorn, enjoy myself. But Captain Marvel, I watched it. It's the only Marvel movie that I've seen once, and I hope I never see it again. I can't. I think that not only is Brie Larson super annoying with all the things she likes to say in her interviews, but like it's not like when you watch Daisy Ridley as Rey, you may not like Rey, but you can tell like she's the right cast person because she's athletic, she's a good actress. When I watched Brie Larson in that role, she's clumsy, she's just not the right pick. I do not like those movies, so that's my opinion. I hope that I'm not hurting your feelings, but I think those movies or that movie is terrible.
Oh no, Ronaldo, he also hates these kind of the MCU films. He's but
Is he not a fan?
Yeah, I wish I could go back to the days when I could enjoy an MCU film and just kind of sit there and eat my popcorn. But I think by the time, I think it was Civil War, by the time Civil War came around, I was just tired of it. I was like, I can't stand these films. And then I started to see like, why do I hate these films? Oh, this is why, and that's why, and this is why. And yeah, so ever since then, the MCU fans have been out to get me. You should see them on Twitter, man. They come up with all sorts of lies about me.
Oh
It's
my
unbelievable.
gosh.
This is
Don't they have something better to do with their time? I mean, you're allowed to not like something.
Exactly.
Sorry, but
Angel Cortez, another super chat. Sucks that Wonder Woman won't have a sword and maybe her theme. Well, Hans Zimmer is doing I think he's partly doing the score.
yeah.
I think we are going to get her usual theme in there, but
Yeah.
I think they said she's not going to have her sword or her shield.
It's kind of like with the Harry Potter movies. At some point, John Williams stopped doing them, but you still heard Harry Potter's theme. You're still going to get the theme, the core of what the film is. So don't worry, we'll still hear the music.
John Friasto says civil non-war. Yeah, that's what it was. There was no war in Civil War. There was just a civil dispute.
Yes, civil spat.
Let's see. Mr. Grumpy saying it's strange Captain Marvel made 1.1 billion, showing us Marvel fans will pay to see everything from MCU. Even if MCU it will make a movie about a dog barking for 2 entire hours. I mean, really. I think if Kevin Feige made a film about himself, right, just going about his daily business and market it as a film, they would probably watch that as well.
They would still make millions, absolutely.
So apparently, supposedly reaching 1 billion, right, or supposedly, maybe Disney bought those tickets. You never know.
Do you think they do that? I don't think they do that. Do you really think they do that?
You never know.
Never know.
Truth is stranger than fiction, Frida. You should know this.
That's true.
I was listening to the Film Junk podcast, right? I've been listening to them for years. Just last week they were talking about the review payola, right? I call it Disney payola, but they called it review payola. And,
okay.
All these kind of current day bloggers, wannabe film critics, YouTubers who get early access to these films. They get invited by the studio, early screening to the film. They get drinks, they get food, they get accommodation, travel paid for. It's not just the film industry. It's, video game industry is the same. Entertainment media is the same. And there is that kind of influencing there to give a film a good score. So
Yeah.
That's why that's why I go hard in on these John Campias and these Frosties of Collider. I just can't stand them.
Yeah, I know that one time WB tried to get me to go to the Harry Potter premiere in a nearby city, full thing. And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, you're not going to buy my opinion, but thank you.
You could have been the new Jeremy Jans.
I guess so, but no. I mean, I'm busy. I'm like, I don't have time for that. Maybe if I was 21 again, but I'm not. So, but I know that there are perks to what we do on YouTube. Trust me, I wish I could post a lot more and be more consistent, because I know that really affects like how many views you get and your followers and everything else. But at the end of the day, you got to be true to yourself. And I would hope that most reviewers on YouTube are that, and they're not selling out, but I know that's not the way the world works. So,
but yeah, since you're a Star Wars nerd, right?
Yeah.
What do you have you seen The Mandalorian? Did you get to see that?
Yes.
What did you think about it?
I loved The Mandalorian. What I liked about The Mandalorian is, each episode wasn't too long. It didn't have a lot of fat. I liked all the characters. I really liked where the story was going. I mean, it wasn't a perfect show. But overall, I just really enjoyed myself, and that the characters were making things making decisions that made sense. I'm not watching this new trilogy where I'm like, what the hell are we doing? I really enjoyed it. So what did you think?
I've not seen it, so I was
okay.
I was thinking of watching it, but then the whole Baby Yoda thing came around. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this.
Don't let Baby Yoda deter you, because they didn't make any toys of Baby Yoda because Jon Favreau requested that Disney didn't do that shit. So they got a little bit of props for that. They didn't exactly bank on it from at first, but they didn't know it was going to be a hit.
I think they just delayed the toys. I think they're still coming.
Of course they are.
But I think they've announced Mandalorian season 2, which comes out later this year. I think I heard.
October.
Yeah. But what do you think? Do we need any more Star Wars trilogies in the cinema, or would you be quite happy with just Star Wars on Disney Plus?
I think that we need more Star Wars in the cinema, because nothing's going to beat that big screen, the budget, the story. We just need people behind the script and the story that know the lore, that give a shit, and that makes these characters do things that make sense. Like, I love lightsaber battles. I love everything about Star Wars, but I think there's nothing like watching something on the big screen that's that cinematic. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, but then at the same time you've got like that's a Disney franchise. Then you've got Disney Fox bringing out Avatar. So it's going to be like back and forth every year. I mean, I'm starting to question, should I actually even go and watch, even though I'm a big James Cameron fan, but I don't know if I can give my money to Disney, I can't do that. Another super chat from Angel Cortez. What's he saying? Frida, do you support the release the Snyder Cut?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Yeah, release the Snyder Cut. I think he needs some more. I don't know exactly all the details. I know you guys know everything, but last time I heard, is it the financials? Is that the reason why? It's like the getting all the effects done, or what?
Well, I think some time ago, Clay Enos, who was the Zack Snyder's friend, photographer, on some of these behind the scenes kind of shoots that he would do. Clay Enos said, he was on a podcast and he says, well, how would that work? Like having to pay royalties to everyone who was involved in this cut of the film. How would Warner Brothers go around that? That right. Was one question that was posed. But since then, you've had Gal Gadot mentioning, tweeting it, Ben Affleck tweeting it, Zack Snyder running a whole lot of kind of campaigns with the followers. We've got like what was it? There's a poster campaign currently happening. An arts festival currently happening where Zack Snyder's going to pick
That's cool.
someone's artwork. They're going to win a prize. Maybe the poster might be used as the official poster. You know, maybe a lucky fan might be able to get their artwork as part of the campaign. So I don't know. It feels like it's coming, right? But
Right.
you know, but there's no kind of specific launch date. I know people say HBO Max. They might be on the HBO Max streaming service, but I have to wait and see. But things are happening. You know, he showed off the film reel, the canister, and it has his. You know,
I saw that.
you saw it, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it's getting ready. It was like tons of canisters, film reel cases locked up in like storage. So all these people who said it doesn't exist, you know how stupid those people look now. Like I'm still editing my video on all those people. I've got a nice lengthy
I'm
video.
sure Campia's in that.
Oh yes,
sure.
of course. Yes.
It's all good.
So yeah.
So it seems like it's just the financials. He wants to do it. The footage is there. It's getting the money to complete it. Is that where we're at?
I don't even think about the money. I don't think is an issue because I think someone said, I think Zack Snyder said, well, it doesn't really matter what someone's opinion is about whether it's finished or not. And what you meant by that, I think, was it is finished, but he can still go in and change it about and get the tone right, and maybe add extra scenes if he wanted, because he has his own studio. He can just call one of his one of the cast members over, shoot a scene. He has his own kind of digital. I'm sure he can pay visual effects artists to work on it anytime, maybe change things about. So I think from his point, there's no kind of specific release date, so I guess he can work on it as much as he likes and get it perfect. Because what we're thinking is he showed off the compromised Justice League film to Warner Brothers. They still didn't like it. They brought in Joss Whedon and they messed it up.
Big time.
Yeah. And now Zach's thinking, well, now that I have my version, maybe Warner Brothers are telling him, hey, you can make it, you can work on it a bit more if you like. Make it the way you wanted it originally.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's taking a bit longer. I don't know.
I hope they release it though. I hope it's almost like maybe a 2-week thing, and if they do want to include it on HBO Max as a launch, maybe put it in the theaters for 2 weeks and then launch HBO Max with it, I think would be really great marketing.
I love how this is going to be, people are still going to be talking about this like for the rest of this year and next year, and hopefully we release it soon. And even when it is released, we'll still be talking about it. And everyone will have forgotten Avengers Endgame. So there you go. There's
I think so.
Another dig there. Sorry, I had to dig. A little dig there at the Marvel fans.
Yes.
So let's see. Someone's asking, what do you think about horror movies? Your favorite?
I love horror movies.
Your favorite horror movie?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, I think a stereotypical answer is, or one you hear a lot, is The Babadook. I like The Babadook a lot. I like Ari Aster's films. So have you seen Midsommar? Yeah. Did you see that? What do you think of that?
I thought it was okay.
It was a little wild.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like Florence Pugh. I didn't like her.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't like her performance. I didn't really care about any of the characters either. I just wanted them to die, So
you got your wish.
Yeah, it's like when you tell someone, don't go into the temple and take pictures of our scripture. What does this guy do? Oh, he takes his camera. It's like, come on.
Come on, dude. I wanted him to die too. Yeah.
I would say
I'm kind of a sucker for like guilty pleasures, like The Boy. I like The Boy. It's terrible, but I enjoy it. But But I'm not into like really really obnoxiously gory films. Like I don't like The Human Centipede. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
yeah, no. I don't like movies like that.
I'd say Hereditary was that director's better film.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like
Yes.
that. Trey Courtney is saying Halloween Kills is my most hyped movie this year.
Okay.
So that's the sequel to the last Halloween film. So
Mm-hmm.
I think they're working on 2 sequels. So
Okay.
more
I'll be there.
more Halloween, more Michael Myers coming back somehow.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, did you hear about Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot?
Is that because Bong Joon-ho said it in his speech or what?
No, it was. I think it was a few days ago. I think it was a few days ago.
Okay.
So I thought I'm sure they've had like 2 reboots already of that. I was like,
They have?
What's the point? It's weird.
Well, it's just, again, what we were talking about. Nobody asked for, but we're getting it anyway, but that doesn't mean that we need to go see it. So I probably won't see it because I didn't like the reboot that they did. I wasn't that enthralled. I don't really find the franchise that interesting unless the preview comes out and it looks awesome. I probably won't be seeing it.
So it's not. I mean, I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
I mean, was there anything that you really wanted to discuss, or was anything on your mind but not discussed yet?
No, I don't think so. Again, because I haven't seen Harley Quinn, we can't dive into that. But no, I feel like we covered everything. The Academy Awards was a decent show, but I'm really really happy that Parasite beat 1917.
So yeah, I might actually. I really want to watch Parasite on the big screen because I watched it on streaming. But yeah, so thanks for coming, Frida.
Of course.
Final Cut Fro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna you can log off, and I'm gonna spend a few minutes here with my
Of course,
followers. But thank you so much for coming on. I know you're busy and everything, so
Of course.
awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Bye everyone.
Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.
So there you go, everyone. That was Frida from the Final Cut Froze. Let's see who's here. Yes, definitely subscribe to her, Final Cut Fro, on YouTube. She has been busy, so she's not done that many videos recently, but yeah, definitely show her some love. How'd you get this off? There. So man, the Oscars, Parasite, sweeping things up. Nothing for The Irishman, couple for The Joker, and nothing for Avengers Endgame. Oh, the Marvel tards getting pissed off. Slipknot fan, I've already said. What do you think the light was in the lighthouse? I already said. Already said it. I thought it was heaven. It was heaven's light. Or something. Yes, Mr. Grumpy, my back pain is healed. It's all gone. I'm 100%. Going to the gym tomorrow. Gonna sweat it out. Nothing for End Lame. It got what it effing deserved. So I think we'll leave it on that. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Click that like button if you enjoyed this live stream, another episode. Thank you to Angel Cortez for all his super chats. Thank you. I think Parasite won 4 awards. Yeah, man, I like pizza. Of course I like pizza. So thanks for tuning in for the second episode of Collision Talk podcast. Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see in our next episode. Recommend me a name. Maybe Robert Storms. But you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, TikTok if you want, Twitch, Discord. Of course, you can support us on patreon.com/filmgob. But until next time, my knuckleheads, I'm Shorty, and you're not. Ta-ta.